Oh my god.
Yeah.
Everything is soaked.
Why? Why?
I believe this is all your fault, Mister. Let's walk into a friggin' waterfall.
It looked so enticing, though. The blueness of it.
What did you think was in there?
I don't know. Magic? Little treasure?
It's a magic waterfall. Yeah, you know what? It gave us the gift of wetness.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Welcome back to another episode of Extreme. My name is Zach.
My name is Joey.
And this is a podcast where we dig deep on your favorite video games.
Yes, and today we're doing Super Mario Bros. 2 World 3.
That's right. And we got a little wet getting to the start of it all, but we're all good.
Yeah.
And we're wet for the right reasons and not the sexual reasons. So get your head out of the gutter, everyone. Or was that just me?
No, I kind of, made you think about it, maybe.
Well, when you're standing there in your underwear, what do you want me to say?
What?
Jesus.
This just got weird.
It's only weird if you acknowledge that it's weird. Anyway.
No.
Let's just
It's
jump
also
right
weird
into
even
it.
if you don't acknowledge it. Okay. Yes.
All right, World 3-1. Immediately, they're focusing on vertical climbing, which immediately makes me hate it. Just why? Why would you start off the world with the one thing that you know you're not good with?
Yeah.
Verticality.
No, true.
I mean, even like the clouds aren't properly cropped into this waterfall. Mm-hmm. There's a blue outline in a square box that shows the corners of just light blue.
Oh my god.
It's like
really funny.
They didn't know how to properly crop anything that wasn't a square. So it's just so obvious that's like pasted on there. Anyway, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt because this game is older than I am.
Yeah, come on. It's the 80s.
It was the 80s. You know, they were doing things in the 80s. The 80s.
I know that song.
I mean, it's a good one. Calvin Harris.
Yeah.
But then as you're transitioning from platforms straight up into flying, because initially you're platforming on the clouds, which, video games. And then they, about halfway into it, realize that this sucks, and let's just move them past this very fast.
Right.
So they just give you an enemy that... It's very short. But what they do to cut the platforming in half is the second half of the climb, you're just flying straight up. You don't have to dodge anything or move left and right. You literally just hold up.
Right.
Till you get to the vine that you need to climb.
Yeah.
So I just think they couldn't be bothered, really, to keep making platforms.
Yeah, maybe they just wanted to, kind of switch it up for a second, because we're, starting a new world. Bless you.
It's okay, I paused the recording so nobody actually heard what I did. I think Paul's gonna put in a nice little sound effect to make that make sense. Anyway, I think they just couldn't be bothered. Do you agree?
I do agree.
Okay. Moving on. I'm not sure if this was intended. Probably not. But what happened was, I threw one of those mushroom blocks, just trying to hit one of the enemies, and then it landed hovering above one of those blades of grass.
Interesting.
Like above it, like not on it, like I'm above it.
Yeah.
And then I was confused, so I went to the blade of grass that it was hovering above and pulled it up, and it was a potion.
Okay.
So
Ooh.
I'm curious, do all blades of grass with a potion have some weird collision detection around them?
And is that on purpose?
I mean, if so, why? That's such a weirdly specific case.
Maybe it's like so you could find out which one's the potion without wasting all the plants.
That can't possibly be their intention. That's never ever conveyed. It's not even put in the friggin' instruction manual, which is where they put all of their alternate conveyance. Like people can have alternative.
More likely that it's like a glitch or something.
I would tend to agree. I think it was just poor programming, or they had to maybe make the detection like that, because I think where it stopped was probably the height of the door that would appear.
Okay.
If you use that potion.
All right, yeah.
Which makes sense, I guess. But you can't jump on top of a door. I think I'm overthinking this again.
In Mario, you could jump on top of a door. No, you can't.
I don't think you can. If you can, if I'm missing something, if we're missing something, just email us and let us know that we're dumb fucks at itstheextreme at dumbfuck.com. We won't actually get your email if you email it to that.
Yeah, we use Gmail. We're normal.
Yeah, we use Gmail, so it's itsthexstrem at gmail.com. Anyway, I thought that was just an interesting thing to call out. But as you keep moving through the stage here, you're right, it's very short, but there's a heavy emphasis on enemies that you cannot throw. So it's focusing really on interacting with enemies that you have to throw things at. As opposed to most of what the previous worlds were about.
Yeah, getting more challenging, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about limiting the player's options in terms of previous strategies that worked in progression and forcing them to learn new ones. Or not learn new ones, but use ones that they may not have used as often.
Yeah.
It's I forgot the name of it, but there's a theory, the easiest method that a person can use to accomplish a goal. They're going to keep using that method.
Right.
Is that Occam's razor? No. It's
I don't think
close.
So.
Either way, that philosophy definitely applies here.
Yes.
I mean, because most of the time, what you're probably going to do is just pick up the enemies and throw them away.
Yeah.
As opposed to here, where you have to use an enemy to throw it in.
You have to use a little more aim.
A little more aim. And then we close out this world with another red birdo. So that's not very interesting. I've heard about reusing bosses, but come on, guys, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You don't need, first off, I don't think you need to have a boss at the end of each world.
Right. Especially if it's going to be the same exact thing every time.
Yeah, you may as well just have like the gauntlet like you did in Mario, and then at the end, you've made it through, so grab the friggin' crystal ball.
Yeah.
You don't need to make an enemy be a boss at the end each time.
Yeah.
It seemed like they felt like they had to.
Yeah.
Which didn't really make sense.
Whatever. I mean, at least they had the snake there that one time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at the end of each world, they do have
that makes more sense.
Big boss.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Yeah.
Either way, I think we're ready to move on to World 3-2. Are you?
Yes, sir.
Do you? You believe?
I do. I believe.
I do declare that I'm gonna take a break real quick because I need a drink of water. Welcome back.
Hey.
Oh, jeez.
Jeez
Sorry.
Louise.
I shouldn't have had all of those pan clocks.
Pan
Do
clocks?
you not have pan clocks?
Pan clocks?
They're like pancakes, except each one has an individually pressed timestamp into it.
What?
That's how the pancake maker makes it. It says this pancake was made at 10:57 a.m.
Really?
No, but that would be awesome if I did, wouldn't it?
That'd be so weird and unnecessary.
But I mean, that's what people are best at making, things that are unnecessary.
That's true.
Have you seen Sky Mall magazine?
That would be
All of that
Skymo.
shit, right? That would be so Sky Mall. They had fucking house shoes with headlights on them. Like those fucking slippers with
Yeah.
headlights.
Genius.
You don't bang your toe in the night. I miss Sky Mall magazine. Anyway, World 3-2.
Yes.
It's interesting how the lower half of this level is basically just kind of cut off horizontally to create a sense of semi-verticality without tearing the screen by doing the upward and downward vertical movement.
They just cut it in two rather than multiply it by two.
Exactly. So there's not constantly like shifting the screen up, shifting the screen down, shifting the screen up, because that would have been fucking horrible.
Yeah.
So at least they realize that in this specific circumstance where they're setting it up in a way that requires you to constantly be going up and down, that it would be fucking annoying as hell if you had to keep seeing the screen shift up and shift down and shift up and shift down.
They might have even done that originally and were like, wait, this is horrible.
Yeah, we need to change all of this. This is just bad. But I think it's a cool idea that they actually implemented for the level itself, where you have to travel to one side of a stage and then travel back underground back to where you started.
Yeah.
It's a cool concept. I mean, it feels like you're making zero progress when you say it out loud.
But it's like, it's always cool to like see things from a different perspective.
Yeah, but it's also kind of like a maze in that way.
Yeah.
But it's a very linear maze, if that makes sense.
Just
Like
one
you're going
way
through-
and then the other way.
Exactly. It's like the world's worst maze where you could just there's no branching paths that get you stuck. And if they do, you easily can just see that it gets you stuck and just avoid it.
Uh-huh.
And you're like, "Oh, yay, I did it. Look at me. I am so smart. Look at me being a smart boy." That's what happens when they don't want you to think.
Yeah.
Never mind. But there is something that they implement about halfway into the stage that does require thought. Bomb stalling, I'm calling it.
Bomb stalling.
Yes, so before the mechanic was you need to pick up a bomb and then place it in front of a explodable wall, and then, presto bango, wall is gone.
Yeah.
Bomb stalling is if there's a wall that can be blown up in the middle of the air, as opposed to directly on the ground.
Okay.
So what you
gotta
would
time
need
your
to do,
bomb.
exactamundo, you got to time the bomb drop. So you have to make sure that you understand how long it will take for a bomb to explode, and make sure that you get rid of it in time to not only blow up the wall, but to not hurt yourself.
Yes.
So it's a nice evolution of a mechanic that they previously introduced, and it seems like, honestly, the next logical step in terms of where that mechanic would go.
They also have that mechanic in World 1, I think, that you could use to like beat the level really quickly if you already know how to do it.
Exactly. So if you play this game again and you realize, oh, they taught me how to do this, then you can go back to World 1 and see what that secret was. But in the grand scheme of teaching it to you, it was kind of taught out of order if you're looking back at it in World 1.
Right.
Anyway, I think it was a pretty good implementation.
Yeah. you kind of
but
have
then
to do it.
exactly. But you know what is not good implementation? It's just another fucking red Birdo here at the end of the stage.
Yay!
Seriously, guys, you didn't need to do it.
Yeah.
Or at least think of more variants on the Birdo.
Yeah, honestly, at this point, I'd rather just have nothing at all.
Right? Just nothing. I would just, it's just so annoying now. It's more like a thing you have to do. Either way, do you think there's anything huge that we missed in the stage in particular?
No. I think we covered it all there.
All right, then I think time for Paul. Play me out of here. Ha! I tricked you. We're not done yet. I'm sorry for playing that horrible prank on you guys. Can you ever forgive me?
I had a feeling that was coming.
It's too early to call it quits. We're only, 15 minutes in? No, I don't even know what time we're at, considering we haven't edited this yet. So we'll see. Either way, World 3-3. We got a lot to talk about here. So first things first. Yeah, you want to start us off, or you feel like you were about to say something really, really insightful?
I'm just, watching the bonus chance videos.
Just staring at it while you just listen to the.
So who did you choose as your character for this level?
I've constantly been picking Toad because I want to get through this as fast as possible.
Is he the fastest one?
He moves the fastest and he picks things up the fastest. He jumps like an idiot.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Although that choice may have been a bit of my downfall here. We'll talk about that later. But first, they introduced a new enemy type. One that I want to actually talk about because it doesn't just move left and right. It's a walking bomb.
Yeah.
So basically, it does exactly what it sounds like it does. It could run into you and explode, or do both, or it'll just explode. It's a walking bomb. There's very few options that it has in its lifetime. Just let it do its thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it's kind of funny. They introduced this new enemy type, but clearly they are afraid of having you, interact with this enemy in any meaningful way. Because they pepper POW blocks everywhere in the beginning of the stage.
Right. They're like, okay, this may be scary. So
yeah, exactly. It's like, you can remove all the scary new enemies button in the form of this POW block. Don't worry, gang. The scary walking bombs are gonna go away now. They're just saying hi. Give your Aunt Bombtrude a hug.
Don't worry.
No, Aunt Bombtrude, you know we don't do that. You'll explode. Oh, he's got me again. Anyway. It is a cool mechanic now, because this enemy, like I said, it would be kind of boring if it was just this, but what really takes it over the edge to making it something worth talking about is now, in some of the grass piles, you can actually pull out these walking bombs.
Yeah.
And they don't explode in the same way that a normal bomb will. They explode real fast.
Yeah, you gotta be quick now.
You gotta be quick on your heels. Make sure that you don't dilly-dally when you pick one of these up, because if you just realize it too late, you're gonna take the hit.
Yeah.
So, again, increasing in difficulty and having, an actual stealth enemy. Not like the fake stealth in World 2, where they're kind of like, I'm kind of hidden, even though you can see my head. No, that's semi-hidden. This is ultra hidden.
Yeah, you can't see it.
You can't see
It's
shit.
hidden.
No.
It's regular hidden.
Exactly. It's the regular hidden. Could make it sound a little cooler. What if it was ultra hidden?
What does that even mean?
You can't even comprehend it. It's like the Cthulhu of hiding. Your mind just can't comprehend what it is.
Wow, that's so cool.
I can tell. Maybe tone it down a little bit so everyone is not as excited as you.
Okay. Wow.
But you know what is pretty shit as we keep moving through here? This is a bit of a dick move by Nintendo's part.
Is it all the doors?
It's all the doors.
Yes.
This is a fucking dick move. All right. So
I
there's
hate when they do that.
There's an obvious door on the first floor of one of these areas. I think there are about 3 doors you can go into. The obvious door you're going to go into first is the one on the ground floor because you're on the ground floor. And then you go into it, you progress up and climb to a point where you actually cannot proceed any further. Unless you are Luigi. Otherwise, you need to go all the way back down after all the enemies have respawned, by the by. And then go into the second door on the second floor, which actually is guarded by a lot more enemies.
Of course.
So, in this whole process, you're probably going to at least tank one hit, just by virtue of having to climb all the way up through a bunch of enemies, realize you can't go any further, climb all the way back down with all these enemies, and then get to the right door with more of these friggin' enemies.
Yeah.
It's kind of a dick
That's
move,
what they
Nintendo.
wanted. They wanted to fuck you up.
But it's only World 3. There's 8 worlds. Like, you're laying it on a bit thick for a World 3 game.
Right.
Anyway. Granted, there is a fun section once you actually get into the second floor door where you're just running upwards, basically infinitely, because it has the screen. So again, we're going vertically, which I still hate, but what makes it a little bit better is that they have the pathways connected by little platforms where you can actually jump up to it, and then you're already on the next floor.
Yeah.
As you know, teleport from the right side to the left side.
Yeah, the like infinite screen or whatever.
Yeah, but it's a fun way to like make climbing more fun.
Yeah.
Because all you do is just hold right, run, and jump.
It feels like you're doing a lot more.
Yeah, it makes it more fun. You don't even have to change directions or anything. And you can just kind of run past all of the obstacles. The problem, though, is when you have to go down. While there's a Phanto chasing you.
Right.
Who can also run through the world.
Right.
And it's annoying as balls because you can't drop down through the platforms.
No.
You have to run through the openings.
And like dodge those like pots.
And you have to now dodge the enemies with pots that are coming out of the pots while dodging the Phanto that is tailing your ass real hard.
Not easy.
This was not fun for me. Especially, I just not a fan. Not a fan. Really kind of ruined the whole fun of running up there.
Yeah.
It's like if you go up to the top of a slide and then you're like, okay, that was fairly like good. It wasn't actually as hard as I thought it would be. And you look down and the slide is covered in fucking spikes. You're like, well, shit. Why did I come up here? I did not
see this.
This is no longer a fun slide. And then you walk away because you don't have to go down the slide. This is free world. You can go wherever you like.
Down. Yeah.
Climb the slide of your dreams. Anyway. Can everybody tell that I'm tired? Anyway. So as you're moving through, though, there's plus signs everywhere. In this
Yeah.
one section where you have to kind of climb up and platform there. But it's fucking why?
Right.
Why do you have math symbols?
I don't know. Is it trying to be fun? 'Cause it's
I don't
not.
know. I think they use the plus symbol specifically so they could have the spark enemy take a little
Yeah.
bit more time to get to you.
Okay.
I think that's specifically why they chose that design. But then again, I'm just speculating.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm not speculating about? The fact that I got played again by Nintendo in the same friggin' level!
What is this level?
Okay,
God damn
so,
it.
again, previously, 5 minutes ago, when you taught to, like, take the path of most resistance to move forward, you have another opportunity to do that. You see a door near the top of this area where you think back to the previous door, and you're like, oh, wait, the easy door was the one that I shouldn't have gone in. So, obviously, you keep climbing up through the hard section. You climb through that, go to the door, realize the door is basically a dead end, and then you realize you need to go back down through the hard part of enemies, and then you just bundle up into a ball and cry.
Classic Nintendo.
It's just, why? Why did they do that? It's like, they teach you before to take the hard path. And now they're like, nah, I'm just jockeying with you. Just take the easy path now. You're cool. We're
They
cool,
just
right?
have a sense of humor. That's it.
Oh, wascally Nintendo. Making me want to throw my fucking controller out the window. I mean, even then, on top of that, when you get to the right area, there's another beginner trap right there meant to make you lose a heart or the health bar. Literally spawning a burb right above where you need to jump, and then you're gonna get hit. You will most likely get hit if you do not know that is coming. It's a fucking classic beginner trap.
Yeah.
It's like, remember in Donkey Kong Country at the end of that level where you could not see those claptraps coming right at the exit?
Yes.
You remember what I'm talking about?
I do.
Like, that is exactly what this was.
That's really funny.
It's garbage, and I hate it. It's just classic beginner trap shit. Like, they're just like, oh, well, they'll never see this coming. You're like, you're right, because it just fucking appeared.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Well, I thought I could trust you. God, being in this level is like being in a friggin' emotionally turbulent relationship.
I think that's what they were going for. They just wanted to
I feel so
make
sorry
you
for
mad.
the
They wanted to make you angry.
I feel like the programmer who made this level has some issues they need to talk out. If you are the programmer of World 3-3 and Super Mario 2, maybe we should talk. Let's chat it out, buddy. It's all good. I'm here for you. Let's hug. Let's have a hug. It's a hug. No, it's Aunt Bomb Hilda again. Go away. Make her go away, Paul. Make her go away. Is she gone?
Thank you.
Good. She knows she can't hug people. God. When will she learn? Anyway. Is there anything else we want to talk about before we get to the boss here?
No. I think we're good.
Okay, perfect. Let's talk about Green Mauser, because we had regular Mauser before, but now he's green.
Oh, so different.
So different. The actual only difference is it takes 6 hits to take him down this time, and there's a spark that will constantly be going around the room that you need to dodge.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's the exact
cool.
same fight.
Yeah.
Still gotta catch those bombs, still gotta throw them back. Still a fun mechanic, but it's not new.
No.
Anyway.
But at least it's a little harder.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate that it's a little bit harder, but again, guys, you had, like, so many opportunities to make cool new bosses for each area. Why didn't you just reuse them? Anyway,
Yeah.
it just comes off as lazy. Almost like this
I
was
guess.
just kind of hashed together
Yeah.
after realizing that the original game you intended to release was you deemed it too hard for American audiences. And then you slapped this together over a game that already existed in Japan, but not in the US. Oh my god!
Damn lazy sons of bitches.
Thank you for the sound effects, Paul. I appreciate you putting the emphasis. But I think that's where we're going to end it today, because we've just passed the half-hour mark, if I'm reading the clock correctly.
And we just beat World 3.
That's true. But again, like I said, we're probably going to be speeding this up as we go, because there are 8 worlds. We're on World 3. We're on Episode 4. We got to pick this shit up.
Yeah, we got it.
So we'll do a little bit more next time. There was just too much to talk about specifically in World 3 that I wanted to cover. But anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. We really appreciate it. Again, if you want to reach out, seriously, just go onto your Google machine and then type in It's the Extreme, all one word. And then you'll find all of our shit. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, our website, which I need to put more content on. I've been kind of busy lately with other stuff, but that is no excuse. Either way, I really appreciate you guys coming back and listening every week. So thank you.
Yes, thank you all.
Oh,
Yes.
look.
Zach,
What?
It's a door.
What is it? Another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
What?
not go through it and go through the next one.
Okay. I think you're right about that, but I don't even know anymore. How am I supposed to know which one to choose?
I don't know.
What if we both peek through the door very lightly, so we don't actually go through? But
Okay.
then, okay, so you take the door on the right.
All right. I'm
I'll
gonna
take
open it
the door.
really slowly.
Okay. All right. Oh no! Joey? Did we get separated? Shit.